Ironwood Games. This is Andrew. Welcome back to the next video in our Premier Draft Kaladesh Remastered series here. Alright, we got our black-green Golgari deck. We're at 3-1. We're trying to get 2 more wins, ideally at least, but we'd like to get a few more. Our one loss, if you watched our last video, you know was possibly due to us just making a bad mistake and not seeing all the interactions we had. If you haven't watched it, I would say go back, watch that video, leave us some comments, see if you can figure out where I'm messing up way before I do. Spoiler alert, I don't realize that I've made a mistake until the end of the game, when I've already lost. So, if you can watch it, I will give you a hint. There is definitely some clear misplay there. Go find it, leave us some comments, let us know how to fix it. But shaking off the losses, as always, we don't hold on to that. We just say the deck is doing what it wants to do. We're piloting it well, for the most part, outside of that one. So, you know, we've got 3 wins, in which I think we piloted decently, 1 loss. And just keep, you know, going for it. Forest, but Attune lets us search up the swamp. So this is actually a really good hand because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 with the Scrap Heap Scrounger. We know we're going to hit our 3rd land drop. Very likely we get our 4th on that. Putting a counter on the Menace creature is good. I like the potential of this hand. The deck it does what it does. It is what it is. So we're gonna, you know, just follow the, follow the course, stay the course. You know, follow the plan, and see what we get. All right, looking at some blue-green energy. Perhaps. They know about the swamps, so we might as well play it out. Scrap Heap Scrounger can't block, isn't going to get killed by a 1-2, so likely they attack in the air anyways. Imperial Voyager. Very, very good. Gets an energy engine kind of going. This is not going to be great for us. They're very unlikely to block. We'll play Alley Strangler post main, because the only advantage to playing it pre-main or pre-combat main phase is that they know we don't have a trick, and then they might be willing to trade it if they're thinking about trading. Which I think at this point I'd much rather the trade than letting them get the energy. Because right now they're going to hit me for 3, get 3 energy, and then start this engine of making servos. Luckily they don't have the energy in the pool to start with to do that. Outrider. Okay. Are they going wide? Let's go wide, Make my -1/-1 a little bit better, but we didn't get there. Hunt the Weak is a sorcery. Because it's a sorcery, as much as I want to put it on like the Scrap Heap to be able to trade here, since he can't block, we need to kill this one. We just need to get that off of the field. And we're not going to walk into a trap, so we're going to hold these back up. He can't block. We can eat this. We can... Well, they can't double block. I was going to say we could double block here. No. So they get 5 in for sure, put us to 11. But our opponent is almost out of gas. They will likely pay here unless they have something else to do with that energy. they do. It looks like they have, okay, a tiger, which is gonna be really good. Ay, 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 ay. I really want to do all of these things. Okay, so I think if we kill tiger, so again, I'm gonna put the counter here because then they have to. The menace is just better. I think Scrap Heap can't block, and that makes it much worse. We're gonna go in for the. Well, do we want to hold back to hold this back? No, because we have the Ornamental Courage, they don't know that, but because we do, we can always pop that. They're down to 1. I think we can present a race here. Situation. Yeah, I think they're right to block because they're likely thinking they're going to spend the energy that they have now to make more 1/1s, which will start giving them blocking things. Yeah, that's fine. Here's the thing. We're gonna do it because we have it, and it clears the board. Okay, that's good for them. Foundry Hornet kills things. Let's let them make another. Do we want... They're not likely to block, so I'd like to hold this up for, again, blocks. All of my opponent's creatures get -1/-1, so if I attack and they block, then this kills it. Yeah. I think that's the play, is let them think about this, and probably they don't. Yeah, they'll take the damage. I think we just want the bigger creature, even though we don't get the remote trigger. Because now we can attack with the menace. Hopefully get, like, attack with 2, get a trade. Opponent's got so many good things. Alright, they're going to hit for 1 in here. Probably make the other servo. Ooh, they do go for this. Trample better than Menace? I don't think so. Like, Trample's good. But I think Menace forces double blocks and is just going to get through more often. Now, the question is, again, what do we have in here to put back out? We only have the Lifecraft Cavalry. Do we have an artifact to return with it? No. If Scrounger dies, so I think we attack with everything, because we're looking at 3, 4, 5, 6. Can they pump enough? They take 7, go to 8. That's, yeah, I think we hold back a blocker. The fact that they have green. I just don't think this is worth spending if we don't get the value. I'd like to have like, Whirler Maker or Ovia on board, something to be doing something with, but I think we protect our life total. We go in here, because 3 to 1, we do win that race, ultimately. There's Whirler Maker. That's really good. We could Narnum Cobra with the Creeping Mold. But again, I don't know that that's what we want to do. I think we force them to... We can decide after, but we force them to either trade here, which then makes Fortuitous Find good because we can bring back the Scrounger. And that, or... So Whirler Maker doesn't advance the board, but we have a blocker, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would take 2. Yeah, I think this is interesting, but yeah, we need to put the Whirler Maker down. We need to have a way to trade stuff off. Okay, Prophetic Prism is fine. Don't like my opponent having access to cards. I think the right play for my opponent right now, interesting, is to attack with everything and put me down. But we'll see if they're going to be conservative about it or not. This not being able to block is bad. I need a way to clear the board. I need a Revolt trigger. Desperately, desperately, desperately need a Revolt trigger because otherwise I am dead, right? Because this can't block. Ugh, this is so frustrating. Did I mess up somewhere? Where were my mistakes? We just get tight on land. Okay, let's look. This can't block, obviously. We're gonna take 1 in the air. We block a 2. We can put a Whirler Maker Thopter. Oh, this could block there, but do that. We need the 4 for that. Okay, it can't block, so we go in for the attack. Maybe my opponent gets greedy here, thinking they have the win, and they'll block with the Aviary Mechanic. Yeah, this is where getting to trigger Revolt. It'd be so good. Oh wait, this isn't a Revolt trigger. This is just +1/+1 counters. Okay, we almost made mistakes. Or we probably did, but we got lucky enough to realize it and not make mistakes, because all we need is the +1/+1 counters. Ugh. Okay, stop being stupid. Alright, luckily guys, we caught our mistake. Clear it. Ignis Reaper is good. Because now we can start... we're doing fine. Whirler Makering, I think we've got enough stuff. We might Fortuitous Find. If we get like a land, we can Creeping Mold. Fortuitous Find, we can. So we can Whirler Maker another Flyer, which I think is the right thing to do. But let's see. Choose attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Right. So we need. I don't think we have. Maybe if we attacked with everything there, was that what we should have done? Because then they have to block. But I think they block here, or even here. Here they take 4 and then we die on the crackback, so I think blocking with everything would have been wrong. Creeping Mold doesn't kill anything that's important. We need the Whirler Maker to make the Thopter to keep us from dying in the air. And so we hope here that our opponent doesn't get Revoke Privileges. bounce. There's a lot of things that could go wrong here. Okay, pass to attackers. Okay, once those are set, we're gonna make our Thopter. We're gonna do that because then it should just auto-resolve everything. And then we're gonna do blocks. We're gonna try and eat this guy, and we're gonna chump that. And now our opponent, while they got to make some servos, doesn't have a great position to be in. That is a great creeping mold target. Kill that so quickly. Having subtle strike. This can't block, so we might as well attack with it, threaten lethal, and force them to either chump or trade. I don't think we need a subtle strike to save it. We have the one flyer. We have to block two things if they... Creature and opponent that controls doesn't untap. That might have been enough. Just the thing they needed. Let's see though, because with Subtle Strike we can kill this. Okay, that's fine. It sucks, but like, did we already play our Courage? Yeah, we did. Okay. Resolve that. And then we go here. Okay, play both. This gets -1/-1. This creature gets a +1. You have to block my scrap heap to not die. I block the 2/2, go to 1. I still have the flyer. Next. Yeah, okay. So I think we were at attack with both of them. My opponent saw that. Because, yeah, I think that one was... Here, we were just looking at that, and they have one blocker and no cards in hand, so it was attack with both. Because attack with scrap heap, this doesn't untap. They have to trade there, but then I have only one blocker, and the flyer blocker, I have to hold up Whirlermaker. I think we're still okay if we don't, but the right play there is just to attack with both. But I could see if we hadn't and we had just gone in for here for the block. Again, these trade. We're keeping 4 up. For the Whirlermaker, we probably activate this to put it back on the battlefield just in case. I think we can do that instant speed on their turn. Because if they get like revoked privileges or something, lock this down, we're dead to the 1 in the air. So we need to be able to make a thing to chump, and then I think we've got it. So I think we could survive, but better to win while you have it on the win on board than to hope you get lucky despite a mistake. So we did good. We didn't realize that Hornet could be played out when it could. That might have actually worked in our favor by delaying it and getting a little bit more value out of it. But it might have also been better to have played it a turn earlier. I don't know. Again, we'll have to go back to the tape and go and see if a turn earlier it would have made any difference. If they put another X1 down or not, or like clearing the board earlier might have helped us just have a better state. But luckily we looked at it and we saw that it wasn't a revolt trigger. Alright, my head is not doing great, I guess, to figure all these things out. Because we are pretty consistently. My opponent goes first. I get to draw. I got some 3s. I got some 4s. I'm okay with this. I got each color here. But yeah, we are just looking to lose to. That one's fun. Stupid mistakes. I don't want to say it's all over from the beginning, but this is a really good card against a deck that doesn't have something to do early on. So we're gonna see this go to. We're gonna put the counter on it. Now this holds back both their attackers. If they attack, that shows us they've got something. They could blow this up though, and then attack with everything. Okay, so the question is, what are they gonna do? Do we care? I don't. So -1, -1, +1, for Subtle Strike. Makes this a 1/2 and then a 2/2. I think either way we lose. At least this. I think we don't get as blown out, but I don't know. I think either way, Subtle Strike is good for us. This Drain is just a problem. And if it's just +1 +0, like Rush of Vitality isn't enough. And if it's a Rampage or whatever, then yeah, they don't get the flash. That's like the red pump. It's really good for them. Okay, but we're running out of cards, and we have plenty of cards. We desperately need. What's this? A 2/2. We desperately need blockers. I would play Whirler Maker if we weren't playing against red black aggro that's already put us down to 13 life on turn 3. I mean, that's quite a big hit. Hear it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We desperately need our Creeping Mold. We did not hit our land, which also makes that bad, because now we need to draw Creeping Mold and a land. I think if we had drawn the land, we'd probably play Wild Wanderer to get out more lands. Again, I think we just need stuff on the board. We're gonna die to this flyer very quickly. Since we can't block the flyer, we can force a Menace trade. Off of something, because they can crew, and then I at least get to kill the other thing, which means they don't have enough power to crew. But as it stands, they have to use all of their creatures to crew, and then we're doing kind of a really awkward race. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Now they can crew that and still have everything up. So now they probably attack for 6. I don't really want to just chump here. Can I afford to go to 7? I think I have to. I think I have to have a board. But I'm going to lose to Heart of Kirin and whatever else they've got. So they've got a very aggressive deck here. And I liked it. Or I like it for them. And we are once again out of not drawing a land. Our opponent, this is turn 5, so our opponent did miss a land drop, but that hasn't hurt them. Are we dead? I think we're dead. We block a 3, we take 4 in the air, we go to 3, and they have at least 3 other attackers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're dead. Well, they have to crew with a 3, right? So we take 4 in the air. We block. Maybe we're not quite dead. Did they draw any kind of pump and we're dead? No attacks. If we don't draw a land next turn, we are for sure dead. If we do draw a land, the question is, do we Wild Wanderer? Do we put up flyers, head to the crew, and then are we just spending our mana? Every turn, yeah. So the first strike means we have to jump. Go to 3. We're dead to this. We have to spend our mana to make flyers. So we can put a 2/2. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. Not hitting those lands just really did hurt. Our opponent had a very aggressive start, had good stuff, and we desperately needed our 4th land. Let's go in. I think, yeah, we don't have a flyer on board, so we go Chaser. Man, they have got quite a deck. Okay, well, there you have it. All right, so that is it. Where are we at? 3-2. Do we have 4 wins? Yeah, we've got a little bit of time, so let's jump into the next one for you guys here, because if we lose here, that's it. If we win, we'll get you, well, we'll see what we're doing here, but we're going to try and get a win for you guys. Sorry, I'm moving the mic around a little bit. David. Okay, 3 lands. Salvager, Aeronaut. This is okay. I'm going first. I think on the play with these 3 lands is fine. Alright, that last game was really felt bad not drawing that land. But we're gonna here we go. Shake it off. We're going into this game. I would love to have, like, rather than this find, probably like a tune with Aether or something, or Subtle Strike, something else other than this find. I think Fortuitous Find is good. It's, in my opinion, not as good as Subtle Strike or some other things you could have, and it's definitely not good in an opening hand. We did draw a Rush of Vitality, which is, depending on how you look at it, or Subtle Strike. Subtle Strike, just being able to hit different things, can be really good, because it can just kill a 1/1 and save another creature. Like, there's just plays you have with it. But now we're getting back to are we going to draw a land? Alright, going wide is not really the problem. Subtle Strike, Rush of Vitality. Interesting. Alright, well, we didn't draw the land. I am happy if they don't want to block and take 2 and then hit us for 2. Like, I'm happy on that trade. Like, we're half a turn ahead on the race. Our opponent getting a 3rd color of land. Good for them. That's 2 attackers. Resolve. Let them go wide. Edge. Alright. Land. Trophy Mage. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Didn't get any artifact they want 3 or less. There's plenty of options. Filigree Familiar, good. Good, good, good. Okay. Okay, now, unfortunately, we're gonna be losing this race. It's not worth it to attack, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we gotta hold up blockers. We've got tricks to do it. Unfortunately, we're in a bad spot. Our opponent can just chip in for 1 for a bit and build their board. And we're gonna fall a little bit farther behind on this race. Okay, okay. Resolve and pass to blockers. We'll block here. The question is, do we subtle strike? Yeah, indestructible is good for maybe some removal or some other things. So I think we will hit both. We'll just kill a servo. We'll put a counter on my guy to save him. Do we have something for 1? Sure. I'm fine with that. We get the trade, we get the counter out of their hand. Is Ornamental Courage worth burning right now on that? I don't think it is. It may have been, but I don't think it was. Fortunately, we don't get the trigger, but we just need something on board. The 1/2 is blinked by the 2/2. Yeah, that interaction might have worked out just slightly in my opponent's favor, depending on what they have. If they have some kind of removal or something and I can't protect, like with Ornamental Courage right now, then that's really good. Oh, it's just playing like implements. Yeah, I don't want to get the draw. Here's the question. Do we hunt the weak to blow something up? They're gonna try and make me discard. I know that. This blocks this. Then it blocks that. Yeah, I think. Well. Because it becomes a 3/3 and then it trades here. As opposed to being able to hold up, we could eat the Familiar or the Swooper. Or we could just play the Cavalry. Target a creature I don't control. Do we just kill the Swooper? No, we'll give him the draw. We can have it. I gotta threaten this. No attacks. So I can threaten to block the Inspector. Otherwise I can hold this back so they can sneak in for 1 if they really want to get that. We got another improvise spell here. Yeah, it looks like they're playing some improvise artifacts with all the puzzle nuts. This isn't bad. Okay. This stops that. That's good. And we get there. No, we can't. At this point, we can't pop. We really could use... Okay, what can we get out of the graveyard? Just the Salvager? Is that worth it? We can't block this in the air. I think we just have to pop this guy with a 4/4. Alright. invoke privileges. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm going to sack Fortuitous Find. We just don't have the mana and the things for it, and these tricks are going to at least somewhat save us. Because here our opponent is... Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Is that 7, 8, 9, 10? Not quite enough. Enough to put us down to pretty much dead. Oh my goodness. Not another thing. I think we're dead here. Well, guys. Thanks for sticking with me in these videos. I am sorry we couldn't get you a little bit of a better games in these last two, and I made tons of stupid mistakes. I'm dead in the air anyways. I think, but we do get the life link. Which gives us 6, puts us to 7. I think we're still dead. We need to be more aggressive on that. We're still -3 on that. So, yeah, I don't know how that one was. The last couple, we missed some land drops that would have helped, but you know, those things happen, so we're not going to beat ourselves up about that. But we'll go back and watch that. If you guys saw that, because at some point I'm sure I made a couple of misplays or something, or we could have maybe played that last one a little bit better. Please, you know, leave the comments, let us know. I love to hear from you guys. I love trying to improve and figure out where we could, you know, how we could improve and get better as a, I don't know, team, a group. But honestly, 4 and 2 is not bad. We got 1,400 gems. It costs 1,500 to get in, so only a net -100. The packs are 200 gems apiece, so we came out positive in value in that. So I don't think it was bad experience. We did pretty good. I think we could have maybe had a better deck. We might run another one at some point. Just to see. I haven't done the Kaladesh Remastered with both Kaladesh and the Aether Revolt kind of mixed together, and I don't know if blue-black was where we wanted to be or what we were doing in that, and if it was right or not. So if you didn't, go watch that draft video, again, the first one on this playlist, and let us know again on that draft video what you want or what you would have picked or how you would have done it. I'll again subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave us those comments so we can, you know, have that discussion. We can all work together to improve and get better at this game we love. All right, until next time, we'll see you guys. Bye.